Hi, everyone. I thought this week we could talk about academic integrity. If we break the words down, let's start with integrity. According to Merriam Webster's dictionary, it's a firm adherence to a code of especially moral or artistic values. So, what does that mean? It means adhering and following through with a standard, a moral standard, as well as the standards of the job or school or wherever it is that they have set forth these standards, you adhere to them. You say that I'm involved in this, and this is what I'm going to do. The second part of that is the academic part. According to Merriam-Webster again, academia is relating to or associated with an academy or school, especially that of higher learning. That's where we are. We're in college. We're at Azusa Pacific University, and they have set forth standards that they want us to follow as far as our academic path. It's not hard. It's easy as long as you have integrity, being honest, being forthcoming, and showing when the work that's done is yours. Um, Me personally, I try to not judge people at all, but I will judge people based off of their integrity. If I have somebody who has been consistently dishonest with me, or dishonest with others, or tries to pass, a work project or whatever the case may be as theirs, when I know that it's not, that speaks volumes to me. There's obviously, they didn't put the work in for whatever reason, and they're trying to piggyback off of somebody else. That's dishonest. If they're willing to pass that work off as their own, knowing that it's not, what else are they not being honest about? Um, in the workplace, skills can be taught. I would rather somebody be horrible at their skills or their job and come to me and say, you know what, I just can't do it, versus saying, oh, yeah, I did it and it never got done. That's integrity. They lied about it. They said they did A and they didn't do it. Um, I would rather them be honest. By doing that, by saying one thing and doing another, they have been dishonest, and they can't be trusted. And in the world, in the workplace, even in personal relationships, if somebody doesn't have integrity, if they're not honest with you, how do you trust them? Um, in academics, integrity is important so that we don't pass the work off as somebody else, or the work that somebody else did pass off as ours. Um, think about the projects that we've done and the amount of research and time and effort that we've put into the project. And in the end, we present it, and it's something that you can be proud of. Well, the person whose work you used did the same thing. And how rewarding is it to yourself to get an A on something that you didn't even do? And on the flip side of that, it's no different than you giving somebody a paper that you wrote that they turn in. You helped them cheat or show a lack of integrity. If somebody comes and says, hey, do you have a paper on this for this class? Yeah, I do. I can show you where you can find some information, but you're not getting my work. That's mine. If someone's writing a paper for you, if you have someone say, hey, I just don't have time, I have to work 6 days this week, the kids are sick, whatever the case may be, can you write this paper for me? Here's the assignment. And they do it. That again is lack of integrity. You're passing off somebody else's work as your own. Aside from that, think about the price that we're paying for these classes. It's not cheap. And the goal is to learn. We went back to school to learn something. By cheating or shortcutting, we're really only hurting ourselves. We paid X amount of dollars to learn this material, to get this degree, which says that you have this degree and you know this subject inside and out for that level of degree. By using someone else's work or having someone else do your work or shortcutting, what are you really learning? In the end, you're not going to have a good grasp on the material. If you've used somebody else's material and pass it off as your own, you paid a lot of money for a letter grade for some material that you're not even going to know. To me, it just seems counterproductive. The goal of what we're trying to do, each and every one of us, is get an education, get a higher education. The degree isn't necessarily the goal. It is, but the journey is what counts. Getting from A to B or A to Z and everything in between without just jumping over it. The goal is the journey, and there is no journey if you don't put in the work and effort to learn the material. That's my opinion on it. I hope everyone can agree, and have a good day.